You didn't tell me to say hello. Am I allowed to say hello?
Oh, I changed it. Hi. Yeah, you can't hear me. Whoops. First stream. Gotta have some audio issues. I clicked the wrong output button. I understand. Connor, say hi to the people.
Hi,
Hi,
people.
people.
Hello, chat. I in the episodes all the time call them the chat instead of the comments. Now I can say chat.
Now they're
Hello,
chat.
chat.
It's only gonna get more confusing for you from here on out. You realize it's gonna be chat. It's gonna be comments. It's gonna be everything. Hey, look. I'll do the transition again. Ready? Whoop. Ha 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 ha. Hey, look.
I
The
love it. I
mixtaper
love
showed
that.
up. Isn't it great?
Oh yeah, he's over in the other room. He's not allowed to come on camera.
No, he's just hanging out.
He making some pumpernickel bread in the kitchen.
As one does, yeah, as he is known to do. Watch it from his room. Yeah, we love a good mixtaper.
Hey, it's me, the mixtaper.
Hey, thank you for that follow. Thank you. Hi, Devin. Welcome in. How you doing?
I love it.
Happy Thursday. So you were talking about
I should do that.
What follow?
Hey, it's me, the mixtaper.
Yeah, you should. You should probably follow our Twitch that you're live on right now. Hey, you were talking about our intro song. You said you love the intro song? Because, same.
Oh, I love our intro song. I don't know how everybody else feels about it, but I love it. Love it. I don't just like it. I love it.
Love it.
You
It's
can
so
say
good.
that.
We can make all the podcast jokes and stream now. All the inside jokes.
I know, it's great. That thing was hard to make, too.
It was?
Well, you made it.
Well,
but...
it wasn't that hard to make.
It was just finding songs that we liked.
That's true.
That could kind of fit together and trying to figure out where they could transition at in a way that made sense.
Yeah. We went through a couple different iterations of it. It started out different and worse. Oh, you know what I never did?
Way worse.
I never...
No, you never posted that. No, don't do it. Don't show it. We can pull it up on
It's the perfect thing for stream.
Oh, no.
So...
Oh, chat, you're about to... So I love to have these lofty ideas that I can't execute, and then I give them to James in the art department, and I make them execute them. But I always do a rough mock-up.
There we go.
As best I can, and when I say rough, I mean very rough.
Very rough. Oh. There we go.
Hello, whoever just said that. The chat went by too fast.
Soapy!
Soapy? Is
Hello,
that Soapy?
hello.
It is Soapy.
Welcome in. Hi. How you doing? Happy Thursday night. We're doing a little Spin It Pod stream. The first of many, I'm sure.
Yeah, this is the only one. One and done.
It's not a one and done. That's definitely...
One hit wonder.
No. Many hit wonder. I didn't have another word I could use instead of wonder. So, I forget where I took the screenshot.
About to
Here
say,
it is.
am I still vamping while you try to find it?
Yes.
So anyway, what he's pulling up, chat, is the so we have our nice logo, right? I did an initial logo design.
It's
not
really
good.
something.
Pull up, because we don't use it very often, but pull up it's the Twitter banner, right? Is where we ended up using that design.
Yes.
So you don't see it very often.
So the Twitter, yeah. Let's see if this wants to work. Yeah. So we've got our Twitter banner right here. You can see the Twitter banner with the gold records and things, right? That's the Twitter banner. Pretty nice. A podcast for people who'd rather be listening to music. We made that before we even made
hype it up just to tear mine down. All right.
I'm gonna tear yours down.
And just to be clear, so that concept of the gold, silver, bronze records with the numbers in them and blah blah blah, that was my brainchild. I just couldn't execute it. Here's my execution.
Here's Connor's execution. It's a little small, but you'll get the. Connor said he was trying to convince me to do a podcast, and he said, "Let's do a logo like this." They're records on a pedestal in a field.
And a 1, 2, 3 with I didn't know what to do for a background. All right, that was the big problem. That's really the worst part about it is the background. But the 1, 2, 3 with the gold, the silver, the bronze. You'll notice the music notes in the background are the same music notes we used in our actual logo.
No, they're not. No, they're not even the same ones. It has Gopher energy.
Are they not the same one? They're similar.
Exactly correct. It has Gopher energy.
First off, Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. It does. There's no denying it. That's just it's just how it is.
But the concept, right? The concept is the same from one to the other. It's just one is executed by somebody way more artistically talented.
Sure, whatever you say.
And that's the only compliment you're gonna get.
Thank you. I take that compliment with pride. That's a good one. Hey, also you may have noticed Connor's got a certain Find Your Inner Goldblum hat on. I have a Find Your Inner Goldblum shirt that I was wearing, and then I changed because I didn't want to wear. Well, I didn't want to overkill Find Your Inner Goldblum, because we would have found a way to do it. He's also wearing our Perry Family Forest shirt. This stems from the Aerosmith episode, way back in the day.
You know what I did that was a real dumb move?
I love the Forest shirt too. I want to get one. What'd you do that was a dumb move?
I took my canned beverage.
Yeah.
And I poured it into a glass.
Yeah.
When I have a perfectly good koozie, I could have been drinking it out of.
Unbelievable.
I know.
Yeah. The koozie is fantastic.
I love the koozie.
I need to get one of those
one of my favorite.
too. There's no Duo Cult stuff.
Oh, don't worry. It's coming. It's coming.
We just didn't want to drop so much merch at once. First of all, it costs us 20 cents for everything we drop. So, but also, we have a lot of plans and ideas. Want your snapback? I can't wait.
I don't know. I don't know if we've had a single order outside of you, myself, and the art department, but I love it.
Still, that's okay. I just love that it exists, and we can make so many ridiculous products. The the spin-off podcast would have pushed Do a Cult first. Yeah, that's true. The spin-off podcast.
I understand.
Also, here's
that's another thing that I made. Hang on.
Spin It, the record ranking podcast. It's a classic, and on the back, it says the podcast for people who would rather be listening to music.
Yeah, that's another thing I made. James, you could pull up.
You're just a better podcast.
Decent.
Debatable. What are we pulling up?
Thing I just sent in Discord. That is something I made that actually looks somewhat decent.
Oh, well, I can't look at it in... Hang on. I can't look at it in Discord just yet. What's a good...
You have no way to... That's awkward.
No, well, because you're coming through on Discord, so I have to switch. I'll switch to this. I'll look at it.
I forgot my camera's coming through Discord.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Yeah, I made that.
Okay. Hold on. Jenny, hi! Hi!
Jenny!
Okay, so here's what he's talking about.
Whoa, who just left? Somebody just left chat.
He made this.
I saw that number drop.
Don't look at the
Get him back in
numbers.
here.
The Dua Lipa Spin It fan club. So
see, I made that.
We do have a logo that exists.
It's still kind of bad.
Hi, bye. Have fun doing your thing. Well, okay, but...
bye, Jenny.
Comparison kills. That's what I'm saying. Here's me again while I fix what's happening here. And put Connor back where he belongs. Do. There, he should be back. Welcome back.
I am back. Hey, it's just like the podcast.
Do you have a catchphrase yet? It's been a struggle for you to come out with a...
It really has. Chat, now that I can interact with you directly, any ideas for a catchphrase for me? I need one.
We need to hit the writing department up for ideas.
Well, what's in the corner?
What's happening in the corner? Get out.
I don't know, it just says in the corner.
Get out of the corner. Get out. Fun.
What was our plans for this? We were like, we're gonna stream, and then I was like, we gotta stream, we gotta do it for 1 year, and then I was like, after that hands off, I was like, you figure it out, you're the streamer.
Yeah.
Oh, I belong in the corner? I have Benny the balloon animal dog in the corner over here.
Greg, hi, welcome in. Bingity bongity spins for the conga ditty? Congatity? What? That word is lost on me, I can't translate it. I tried my best, Greg. Hi. You have to quit the writing department.
Resignation.
Whoa.
We had our first resignation
on the live stream too. You couldn't even wait till we finished. We're gonna have to. Well, folks.
Weasels 89.
No me.
Hello.
Hi.
That's Nomi?
Yes.
I don't know who.
Got alert to do a thing. We'll be back. Hey, have fun doing your thing. We'll see you soon. We don't have a bot yet either. There's no bot. There's no anything. we'll come up with more fun live stream plans in the future. We're thinking about doing, congos, but your brain was forcing a rhyme because you're a hopeless poet. I see. Yeah, so for the future, things that we might stream may include singles episodes, silent discos, more behind-the-scenes podcast talk. We might record an episode here sometime.
Podcast talk, that's what we were going to do. We're
might
just going to talk about the creation of the podcast.
Podcast editing things sometime. Just the works, you know? Just do what we do. We're going to talk about, what'd you say, the creation of the podcast?
Yeah, isn't that what we determined? We're just going to talk about, like, the behind-the-scenes process or something?
Well,
I don't know.
The podcast was an accident.
It was not an accident. It was years of careful planning and prodding by me.
Well, there was prodding. I was prodded.
The whole purpose of me making that ugly field logo was simply because... Part of it was because I knew you'd hate it so much. You'd have to make something better, and once you started making things, you want to be able to stop. Hence all the merchandise we have.
It worked remarkably well.
As I said, I was very methodic in how I got you to do this podcast, and then I got roped into it.
Talk about new singles. Yeah, we're going to do... Yes, that's exactly what the silent disco kind of format will be for, is talking about new singles, taking song recs, just hanging out, having a good old time, doing live stream things. It's just another...
Alright, you don't have to lie to us. I assume that's Greg, based off of the name.
I assume that's Greg, based on the fact that his name is Greg? Yes!
Well, no, it says Regan.
Sometimes I say G_Reg. Yeah, G-Reg. But it's okay. Yeah,
G-Reg.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you.
Yeah, I accept the compliment, but I know it's a lie.
No, it's not. It's true. We've had a fantastic time.
We've had a fantastic time doesn't mean it's fantastic discussion.
Yeah. Okay.
It's buffoonery, you know. It's pure buffoonery.
In a certified form. Yeah. We also, if you didn't see, yesterday we released a factor spin quiz. And the day
has
before,
anybody taken it? I'm curious.
I want to know what everybody scores on the factor spin quizzes. In fact, Connor, I wanted to know what you scored if you took the hard mode quiz.
Oh, should I take it right now?
Oh, have you not taken it?
No, I looked at it just to make sure I liked it.
You should take it. You should take it right now, because I want to know if you get stumped on anything on the hard mode quiz.
Okay. I will pull it up on my phone and take it.
Excellent.
We don't talk about it? Uh-oh.
We don't talk about it? Oh.
It wasn't done well.
You could. I want you to walk through your thought process on each question as you do it, too. So spoilers ahead for the hard mode of our factor spin quiz, if you haven't.
Oh, gosh.
Or if you want to...
I live with the guy who makes factor spin every week, so I think I do pretty well, hopefully. So I'm doing the hard mode one?
Yeah. You can find that quiz right here at this link. So if you wanted to...
that would be way easier than trying to do it on my phone. Yeah,
If you wanted to play along, you could click that link and go to the hard mode quiz. You've listened to albums that you might not have, so we've succeeded. We're influencers. Yes, we're officially social media influencers. Isn't that exciting?
That's terrifying.
Terrifying, but exciting.
As it says on our FAQ page on the website, I have no idea what I'm talking about, and try to make that as clear as possible.
You don't worry, you succeed. But we're 53 episodes in. You've had some good points in some recent episodes. You've really started to figure it out.
Hey, listen. For every good point I make, there's 11. All right, and that's a reference to the episode I'm editing right now.
Yeah, that's true. We've got an episode that comes out tomorrow. It's not even done being edited yet. But hey, can you blame us? It's birthday week. We're live streaming. We're on a big. We did a merch store. We've had a lot on our plates. And so the episode.
And by we, I mean you. You really planned the entire birthday week.
You were busy, and I wanted to do birthday
I kept going. I was like, we should do this. We should do that. And
make it happen.
You did it.
You do it. Make it happen.
Again, James gets all the credit. I'm just along for the ride for most of it.
Hey, it's a fun ride, and I'm happy to do it. I
did make the pet collar necklace merchandise available.
That's true. Oh, also one more piece.
Is it available now? I don't even know.
Yes. Yeah, we're not still ahead. We ignored the legal department. That's true. We didn't want to skip a week. We've gone 53 straight weeks. It feels wrong to miss one now. We want to keep the streak alive. But one more piece of Spin It merch I have to show you because I love it and I cannot wait. No, not Not the bad one, the
cool.
good one.
Okay. I was like,
I can't wait to
are
put
we
it on my
really
wall.
gonna show that? I've got the quiz pulled up whenever we're ready for that, by the way.
It's the poster. I can't hear you because my headphone's still out.
Chad, I got you on myself. What can I say?
It's the tour poster. See, a whole year of ranking records, and it lists every one of our episodes out like a tour.
And it's not from Germany.
What do you mean you're jealous of it? You can just get it.
I couldn't at the time because it was from Germany and it cost me $100.
Yeah, so that's a fun thing we could talk about. Our merch is print on demand, right? So you order something, we get the order, we send it off to be made and printed somewhere else. When we created the poster the first time, the print provider was in Germany. So shipping was like $45 for this $10 poster, and we were like, we can't do that. It's great. You're in the post-weekly or die trying mode. Yeah.
I will say, doing a podcast, having not done anything like a podcast before, has been fun to learn all sorts of fun new skills.
Why? It started out, right, when we launched, there was a lot of pre-launch work that went into the podcast. I had to learn how to make a theme song. I had to learn what an RSS feed was, how to put a podcast on Spotify. I had to set up a YouTube channel, had to learn how to Photoshop and make graphics, had to make cover photos, set up social media accounts. Like, there was a ton.
You notice he's using the word I here.
It's because I did it.
Because it was all him.
And so, but I started this process way back in February or like January. And
that is something we said. We also had a not family friendly saying as well for what we wanted to be.
Well, so I Felix, yes, we wanted to be the Breaking Bad of podcasts, the blue meth of podcasts, like the top quality, like
99% pure or whatever.
The good stuff. We wanted to be the good stuff of podcasts to get people addicted. So we put in a lot of effort. And when you put in a lot of effort, or when you like put in half effort, right? There's another word that's synonymous with but that people will say you're half doing. We like to do 1.5 buts. We 3-cheek it. That's our strategy.
Yeah, we do. 3-cheek it. I like that.
Try to go above and beyond.
And we've been behind from day one. All you saying we should stop and get ahead. We have been behind since day one. So the original plan for the podcast. So we did a test episode, right, just to get our feet wet, kind of learn the ropes, all that.
And just try to see if it was even a fit. Yeah.
Yeah, see if it was even a thing. Then we're like, all right, we're gonna, take all the notes we got from that. We're gonna fix things. We're gonna redo things. We're gonna get a bunch of episodes recorded ahead of time and get them edited to make sure we like them, and then we'll start releasing weekly. And then a couple weeks after the test episode came out, we found out there was another group of people going to be doing a music podcast, and we wanted to beat them to the punch.
Similar.
We released episode 1. It was the only thing. We've just finished editing it. Hadn't even done episode 2 yet. We're like, we've got to get it out there now. And so
before our concept looks unoriginal. Which, they're a great podcast, by the way. They're called Setlist Audio Club. I think they're still making episodes, but they go seasonally.
Do they still make episodes? I don't think
yes, they're a great podcast, and I like them a lot. But it is a very similar concept, so we wanted to just be out there quick. And there are also, by the way, other spin-its. We were the first,
and other ones have popped up since, yeah.
There were some that stopped doing things in 2020 or 2019. Some were inactive. But as soon as we started releasing, I found another very prominent spin-it that started after we did. And so I was lucky. I'm glad that we came out first. So we have
we had a different name before Spin It that was taken. I don't even remember what it was.
We talked about doing something like record breaking.
Yeah, we did.
Like record smashing or something similar.
We did because
smashing records.
It was breaking records or something like that, because then we said we could do smashing and I could do a fake British accent.
And it was a horrible idea. If you listen to the last episode where Connor tried to do a fake British accent for the Horrible Ones joke,
did that joke make it in? You swore you were going to cut it.
I didn't cut it. It made it in and it bombed. It's just such a bad joke.
It's not meant to be good.
I think Spin It's a great name too, Greg.
It's a great name,
Spin
yes,
It
Greg.
Pod was only taken on Instagram, which is why we're Spin It Pod Official. Everywhere else, the username was free. So, we're out there. Spin It Pod most places. including .com.
Okay, we ready for quiz?
Oh yeah, you're ready to take the quiz.
Yes.
I look. I even have a little record coaster. That's my thing, I guess. Oh, we did talk about, Greg. We talked about Spin It coasters that Connor wants to 3D print, and when you set your drink on it, you can actually spin it around. It's a thing we're working on. Spin It coasters are in the works.
That over there's my 3D printer.
It's been broken for 7 months, and that's why we don't have...
It's not been broken, it is being upgraded. It's been being upgraded for 7 months.
Been in the shop.
It worked. I printed several things on it. I don't have any of them. Oh, I see one.
We know who the cooler host
I
is?
printed something this
that
intricate
is cool.
on it.
That's actually really nice. That looks Lord of the Ringsy.
But then I bought an upgrade for it that lets me print in multiple colors, up to 5 different colors on one print, which would absolutely be necessary because our color scheme is like 4 colors: gold, white, black, and red.
You have floppy disk coasters? Are they actual
That's
floppy
awesome.
disks that are made into coasters? That's really cool.
Anyway, so yeah, once I get it upgraded and working properly with the multicolors, I plan to make all sorts of Spin It related things on it that we will put on the Etsy.
It's gonna be great. There's gonna be a lot of wild things. And
Yep.
we looked into enamel pins, which I collect enamel pins. You can't
See 'em
well
on
you
his
can
wall
see a
back
little
there.
bit. Right here. This blue thing is full of enamel pins. And I have another one too. And so I want more.
That's awesome, Felix.
That is really cool. Yeah. He does, it's true. He's got a lot of pins.
Wait, who's the cooler host? I don't know which one that was implied towards.
It was you. It was implied towards you, I think, because you have... Or was it me?
Oh, I don't know, because
I don't know either.
could be considered cool or nerdy, so I don't know which way they were taking it.
Let's just leave it in... Oh, it's Connor. That's what I thought.
Hey,
I thought you almost said, "Hey, it's me." Hey, what do you mean it's never me?
Careful! You're gonna summon someone.
Yeah. Also,
Anyway,
that's our
quiz.
follow alert, by the way. I know we've already heard it a couple times, but I just love it so much. Here, let me just hit you with the test follow alert one more time, if I can find it. Listen to it. Listen to it. It's so good.
Hey, it's me, the mixtaper.
Fantastic. Every time I go on
hate
Etsy,
it.
I start a collection of pins. It's tempting. Very tempting. Do this quiz. We keep getting
We
sidetracked.
keep getting distracted. Chat keeps saying interesting things.
So some of these questions you're gonna have no trouble with at all. I know you're gonna know some of them.
Listen, I live with the guy that makes it. That doesn't mean I listen. I go off the podcast when he comes on. There's no guarantee I'm sitting there listening to everything he says. And even when we do, I say things on the podcast that I don't remember when I edit it the next day.
It's
So,
true. Okay, but here's the
I'll
thing
be like,
about...
when did I say that?
For those of you who haven't recorded podcasts, and honestly streaming is a little bit of the same way, when you hit that stop button, everything goes away. All of it.
It's all temporary memory, like RAM storage.
All the
RAM.
RAM.
It all just dumps as soon as you hit the stop button.
I feel like Connor blacks out when recording.
It's the only way I can get through it.
Yep, pretty much.
Listen, when you get hugged up, weird things happen.
That one's never been on Spin It. That's a joke that you
You're
just
right, it
pulled
hasn't.
from not the podcast.
Oh, what's the one on Spin? It's mentally boosted.
Mentally boosted.
When you get mentally boosted, things happen, alright?
Yeah.
Anyway, quiz. First question. Should I read the questions out loud? Is that a thing I should do?
Yeah, you should read the questions out loud. I want to hear your thought process.
Okay, the mixtaper taught us that Kanye bought a fax machine to send documents back and forth to what famous rapper? The options. This was from episode 3, going way back. I can't believe that was episode 3.
It's been a long time. It
Take
feels
notes.
like it hasn't been that long of a time, but it's been a long time.
It's been almost a whole year since that episode.
More than almost a whole year.
No.
Almost a whole year. Just about.
Almost a whole year.
Yeah.
Yes.
You should, Felix. Start a podcast. It's fun. We'll help
So
you
the
out.
options are Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, Tupac, and Eminem are our answers. And I do know this one. I believe it is Jay-Z.
Ooh.
Is the answer that I'm going to go with on that one.
Okay.
Not really any logic behind it. I just believe it's that one.
Sounds familiar, maybe.
Yeah. Which movie soundtrack received an alleged contribution from Bad Sons? That's episode 32. The options are Despicable Me 2, The Good Dinosaur, The Secret Life of Pets, and The Princess Bride. So this one, and why'd you put an alleged contribution?
Well, because I didn't want to spoil the episode's factor spin for people who are taking this quiz. I tried to keep it ambiguous when I had to.
Gotcha.
They definitely did actually contribute.
Well, this one is absolutely The Princess Bride, and I remember that one because it's up there in terms of my favorite movies.
Greg,
and it's specifically the Princess Bride episodic thing where there's a bunch of different actors in it. Because I remember looking up all the different actors and how multiple people would play the same character between episodes.
Yeah, the From Home one, from during COVID. Greg, you don't take on too much. Don't spread yourself too thin. But podcasting is very fun. It's been a lot of fun.
It is. It's a lot of fun.
And would you believe, finally, after almost a year, I learned how to edit our podcast quickly. I'm learning better audio editing techniques.
James and I have completely different styles when it comes to editing.
Yeah, we do. And honestly,
it's hilarious because it used to take James. So basically, my rule of thumb is however long the episode is, double it, and that's how long it's going to take me to edit it, typically. So if it's a 2-hour recording, it's going to take me 4 hours to edit. James, for the longest time, kind of did that principle but times 4. If it was a 2-hour recording, it'd take him 8, 10, 12 hours.
I timed myself when I was editing our second episode, Casey Musgraves, and it took 11 hours because I was curious how long it would go. And so I just went and checked and tried it.
I just could not figure out how it was taking him so long. Because I literally I can't listen to our podcast anymore either. I've broken it for myself because I do all my editing at 2 times speed. And so I'm used to hearing the podcast at 2 times speed, and so then I put it on and we just sound so freaking slow.
Yeah.
Ah.
You're trained in video and audio editing? Yeah, I'm not entirely trained. I'm self-taught a good chunk, more than most people, but not as much as a lot of people. So I'm learning.
James learned a new technique to cut out all the dead space automatically, and so it sped him up to where now he can edit an episode in about the same amount of time I can. But if I try to use his method, all of a sudden it takes me 11, 12 hours. I can't do his method at all.
We don't mesh.
Depending on who's editing, depends on which method it gets edited by.
And if you listen to the episodes, I touch up every episode before it goes out. I have the last little polish brush. But to me, in my opinion, I can tell when Connor mainly took over an episode and when I took over an episode. I can hear the difference in the cadence or the spacing in the words, the way that we would put it.
Yeah. I also love to leave a lot of dead space that then you have to still cut out.
You also put things, you're I left something in the edit for you. And then it's some dumb joke or some thing about some person that we know that we can't put in the actual podcast. I was like, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
What if I miss it? And we just put something.
Well, that's why I warn you about it, so that you know to hunt it down. And then I used to leave a little marker by it, and I've stopped doing that. But maybe
you
I
sure
should.
have. You should keep doing. So yeah, you leave markers all over the podcast as you're editing. Say, oh, this is where factor spin starts. This is where we talk about track 3. This is blah 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 blah, and so on and so forth. And there have been a couple times that Connor has just sent me a file filled dozens of ridiculous, useless markers that aren't even related to the content. It's really something.
Depending on how much time I have to edit it, depends on how ridiculous I get with things. Because an episode like this, he's not getting any markers for this one. He's just gonna have to go in blind because I just don't have the time to sit down and mark it up. I don't have time. If you want it tonight, it's not happening.
I would love it tonight.
Well, that still might not happen, but we'll see. But then other ones, I'll have a whole week to edit it, and so next thing you know, for a while there, I kept doing weird things with the numbering system. where I'd like start at 1, and then all of a sudden I'd put in like a million markers, or I'd jump around number wise. I did one where like I just tried to put in as many ridiculous titles into. I put like a number for the marker and then label what it is. I'd get real specific with it. I'd be like, the third time James says "the" would be one of my markers.
It was a lot.
Just do weird things with it.
It was fun, but it was a lot.
But yeah, so we have fun even when we're editing, or we try to at least. And I do like to leave things in that I know are gonna get cut from the final edit that are just funny enough he needs to hear it one last time before it goes.
Yeah. Speaking of things that get cut, we do have a pretty solid collection of bloopers over the last 50 episodes. They come out in 10-episode increments, but those are on our website. And
who here has listened to any of our blooper reels?
They're wild. And honestly, I don't think some of them make sense without context. I try and cut a blooper so I leave maybe enough context in that if you've heard the episode, you can pick it up.
Yeah, do you?
I try.
Do you really?
Sometimes.
What's the context behind all just the weird noises you shove in that I make?
Sometimes Connor just says something funny, or like burps, or his voice cracks funny, or he screams, and I'll just like, or sneezes, and I'll just like put that in the blooper reel.
Snip it out.
It's a quick little, like a transition piece. It's fun. Oh, it's so much fun.
I've gotten better at trying to leave some more of the context in. Now that I know that's the thing you want. So I think it shows in the most recent blooper that there's a little more context.
But
also some of them I like not having context. I like it just being a ridiculous tangent that nobody has any idea how we even got there.
I don't even know how
you
got to some of them.
listen to the episode and be like, how on earth did that ever come up?
Where did this fit in? One of my favorite and the most ridiculous bloopers of all time is we were talking about Kanye West. And you talked about... there's some line in some song about having... a waiter, but like an animal of some kind, and you said, what animal would be a good chef? What kind of animal would you want to be a chef? And you said, I think a giraffe, because imagine he would have a necktie way up high and he would like toss a salad, but since giraffes are so tall, the salad would just rain down all over you and you'd take a salad shower. And I hard cut that from the episode right away because it just did not make any. You telling me a shrimp fried this rice? That's funny. That's good. Hey Nomi, welcome back.
Salad shower from a giraffe was definitely one of my highlights in terms of things I've said on this podcast that was just ridiculous. And again, those are the months where I black out and you just start a sentence. I turn my brain off. Or, like, I turn the filter for my brain off, and I just let my brain spew out whatever, because that's how we get some other classic things as well. I do like weird imagery with animals.
That's why one of his very first, before we did, like, episode 0, and then he said, when we get to the score time, I have a bit that I'm going to do. And I was
that was the one thing I brought to the podcast ahead of time.
The one thing he brought to the podcast ahead of time was the math department squirrels with lab coats on. It was something.
It's true.
Jenny,
as soon as because again, it was really fun. I finally convinced James to do the podcast. Although all the way up until episode 5 was out, he kept saying, "I don't think I'm going to do a podcast." He kept,
even after it was out,
acknowledge it existed. But anyway, so after I was fairly convinced he was still going to do it, he started like putting together like the outline for episode 0 and stuff like that. And he's like, "You're doing it with me," and I was like, "Oh, I am." And he's like, "Well, yeah, I'm not doing it by myself."
No
I was
way.
like, "All right," and this is a time when I was driving an hour for work each direction, and so I had a lot of time to just think.
A lot of car time. A lot of highway hypnosis kicking in.
Yeah. One of the things that I thought up was the math department needed to be a bunch of squirrels, and so I just instantly messaged him. I said, when we get to the end of the episode, I have a bit, and it's the only thing I'm bringing. The rest of it will be off the cuff.
It was off the cuff. The cuff was off. No cuffs. It was a cuffless
look at how
episode.
we still got them. Everybody loves the squirrels.
It's true. We wanted to make math department merch too that we didn't get out in time.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
It's coming.
I had to stop making merch because I had to do other things. Like, we had other podcast stuff.
I would wake up in the morning to like 8 new merch items sitting in our chat. I'm like, what? How late did you stay up?
Too late. When I had an idea, I had to merch it. That's a Chance the Rapper line. My life's so perfect, I could merch it.
Yeah.
My ideas are so perfect, I could merch them. draw more of the math department? They are
I'm
smart.
on the question.
Really,
I'm on the
smart.
question 3 in the quiz, by the way, which is how many Kings of Leon albums
Yes.
resulted in fistfights between the band members? That one, oh gosh. Oh no.
Yep.
I don't remember how many Kings of Leon albums there are.
Mm-hmm. This is one I thought you might not get.
Okay, can I ask for a hint?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know what kind of hint I would give you.
I was gonna ask which album the one we did was.
Oh. No. I'm not gonna tell you that, because if you know anything about the facts,
It's
and you
either
do,
3 or 5, because I know the fact is that, like, the album we did, or no, it was the album after the one we did, so maybe it's 5. I think it's the one after the one we did was the first one to not have a fight because it came out during COVID, so or during the COVID time, so they weren't together when they recorded it.
that's true.
So I'm gonna go with 5.
Okay, 5, lock it in. I will have to say too, that first episode, Connor pitched this idea to me of Factor Spin. He said, "What if we played a little game on the podcast?"
He was against it so much.
I didn't like
it.
Well, because we're an informational podcast, and I didn't want to say things on a podcast that were just not true, and have people like incompletely listen, like not pay attention, and just like start believing absolute lies. And the first test episode where we did Factor Spin, he started pitching me things like, "Oh, their dad microwaved peppers," and like they got into fist fights, and I was like, "Oh, this is really not what I expected. Like, we're not just saying lies about them. Like, this is off the rails." And it has been. Continued to be so far off the rails that you wouldn't even believe.
It's great because the stuff that the mixtaper brings that is true is always unique, interesting stories that you might not know about the artist. And then the things that he brings that are made up are also unique and interesting, but also completely off the rails. And so...
sometimes.
And so it's like... It's a good blend, I think, of because we do that big information dump about the artist and about the about the album that is all just heavy. Like, this is how many awards it won. This is when they made it, stuff like that. And then we bring out the mixtape and just go. And now here's a bunch of random stuff that you probably don't know because it's either a lie or so out there and buried deep in a Tumblr post that you'd never find it.
It's so buried deep. Some of it's tough to find.
I've
scoured.
I've watched the mixtapers process, and sometimes he'll click links 3 or 4. Like, he'll be on a page reading about just a generic list and see a link and follow that, and then follow that link to another link, and just go down and down until he's like 8 pages deep, and then finds information like, oh, like you said, microwaved peppers or whatever.
Something ridiculous. When I've played the mixtaper from time to time, he's when he's played me, rather, you know, he's done the voice. He's been
your voice.
He's been my voice. He has he's searched long and hard for things. Like going to fan club websites from the 90s, digging through like VHS archives, and really just it's so much fun. It's so much fun to try and find facts and make up lies. My favorite lie that the mixtaper has made up for Connor has been Michael Bublé trying to be a jump roper. I think that was a grade A Factor Spin fact.
That was a great fact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's your next question?
Oh, we're on question 4.
Mm-hmm.
Who invented the stoplight and may have been Matthew Cornbread Compton's great-grandfather? Hint, they got a second shout-out on Stevie Wonder's song, In the Key of Life. Yeah,
this is one I don't think you'll miss.
No, I don't think I will. I hope I don't. I hope. So first off, Gary Elbert, wrong. Though I love the reference.
Yes. Gary Elbert doesn't exist.
Yeah, go ahead.
Gary Elbert is a fictional character from a musical that also doesn't exist. It's in progress. It's a musical that's being written. Slowly.
Very, very slowly.
But surely.
I think it's Garrett Morgan, question mark? What we're going with.
Okay, that'd be a guess.
Then we have Halsey has which other interesting hobby from episode 37? Yo-yo collecting and tricks, writing musicals, upside down painting, and chainsaw carving. And if my memory serves, it's upside down painting because I believe the mixtaper brought a video of her doing it.
Okay.
Oh, speak of jump rope, that's what's next. Oh gosh, when was the International Jump Rope Union, of which Michael Bublé was not a part of, actually created? Oh no, this is one of the ones I had to play against the mixtaper, so I didn't get to be part of the finding the fact process.
I had to include a jump rope fact on this quiz. Jenny, you can yell here all you want.
Yes, yell away. I sure am. It was way earlier than we thought because the mixtaper moved the timeline up to fit Michael Bublé better.
True.
And so it was either 82 or 75 is the two I'm narrowed down to. I'm gonna go with 82 because I think 1975 is on there because we did a 1975 album. So I'm gonna go with 1982.
It could also be on there because that's Michael Bublé's birthday.
Oh, awkward. Which of these is my favorite? Okay, my favorite fact the mixtaper has ever done, which is only available in its entirety on the website on the B-side version of the episode.
Brace yourself. When you say in its entirety, this is the record holder for the longest fact. It was, no joke, 45 minutes. One fact, and it was 45 minutes long.
It really was. It's the Michael Jackson zoo animals fact about all the different pets Michael Jackson had in his zoo on the ranch. And yeah, the mixtaper just went animal after animal after animal and had some like conspiracy theory behind all of them.
So much.
It was ridiculous. So again, if you haven't listened to the B-sides of our episodes, they're on the website, and they're what we consider canon. We typically only do one, probably every 10 episodes.
Ish, 10 to 15, we try and crank out a B-side cut.
And it's usually on a bigger album, like this one was on Michael Jackson's Thriller, or like there's one we did on Stevie Wonder's was a B-side, right? Because of how many tracks it had.
2 full albums. Yeah.
Yeah.
We also did a B-side for the 1975 for similar reasons, just because it's too long to fully talk about in one go.
Yeah. And so we didn't want to release a 2-hour long episode because a lot of people just don't have that kind of time. But for those dedicated fans, we wanted to give, and for us really, because we just couldn't decide what. It originally came around because whatever our first one was, we could not decide what to cut.
We recorded the Billy Joel episode was 3 hours. Like the Kings of Leon episode, wham bam, thank you ma'am, 45 minutes. It was short, and the edit was easy because we didn't do the track by track format. We just kind of winged it. And then we switched to the track by track thing for Billy Joel and went whoop, and 3 hours of episode later, we had so much content that we just had to shrink.
And we somehow shrunk that down to 50 minutes. That was probably even less than 50. I don't even know how long we got
It's
that
59. That one's an hour. Pretty on the nose. Yeah.
Because there for a while we tried to keep it around 40, but that since has creeped up to an hour.
It's always been an hour since the first episode.
Well, let's just say we tried our original, when we said how long do we want our podcast to be, we said 40 minutes.
Yeah,
and
that was the target.
It's an hour. But yeah, B-sides also on the website. Check them out. But the animal that was not in Michael Jackson's zoo, we have Jazz the ostrich, Thriller the tiger, Muscles the boa constrictor, and Large the dog. And I think it's Jazz the ostrich is the correct answer for which one was not one of the animals. Because Thriller was definitely a tiger. Large was a dog because you couldn't believe how ridiculous that name was.
He's just started naming them after adjectives. I said it then and I'll say it now. Come on.
There was several boa constrictors that we talked about. There was at least 2 snakes we talked about. I don't know how many of them were boa constrictors. And so I choose to believe Muscles is correct. And the ostriches, I think, are incorrect because we talked about them for somebody else who was kicked by an ostrich.
Johnny Cash got his guts torn out by an ostrich. That's true. And Miley Cyrus didn't have an emu. We did talk about that.
No. That was wonderful as well.
That was another. The Miley Cyrus episode was.
The mixtaper really struggles against me.
It was his first time playing against you, and I really thought he had some good facts lined up. It turns out you just did too much research and knew too many things.
I didn't do that much research.
You did a lot.
I did some research before I knew it was coming to the podcast.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Mixtaper told us Weezer started their career in music by opening for which celebrity? And the options are The Rock, David Spade, Keanu Reeves, or Henry Winkler. Keanu Reeves? Question mark.
Oh, that's a hard question mark there. Weezer. Yeah, get Weezer, nerds.
Anyway, you were saying something?
Oh, I was going to go back to about the B-sides. When we started this podcast, and even now, one of the things that we said about it is we don't care, much like our merch, where we don't care if anybody buys it. We don't care if anybody listens to the podcast. We just started making it and continue to make it because it's so much fun for us. And, like, while it's exciting that it's taken off and so many people listen to it and love it, and that's incredible, I like to believe that we would also be doing this even if we didn't have any listenership. Just because,
we would be.
Yeah, that's because how much fun it's been.
For a while there, our listenership was only like friends and family there for a while.
Well, as every podcast when you start out, and then you grow.
Exactly, and even now, I mean, we're still significantly small compared to a lot of podcasts, but it is nice to see that we've trended upwards in terms of average weekly listens.
We're the number 30-something music commentary podcast in Thailand.
We are.
And we've cracked the top 200 in Belgium and a couple other
Canada.
European places. Canada, we were pretty high, too.
We're like 39 in Canada and 32 in Thailand.
Yeah, I know. We're climbing the ranks. Hey, Pay, what's up?
Chat, I am so sorry for whenever we hit number 1 in anything, because we will be insufferable.
It's gonna be fun. You lost the game, nerd.
Dang.
Canada's the only place that matters. Come on, it's true, and that's why we're getting
Ryan Reynolds. So
yeah, and we're getting close to number 1 in Canada. We're getting closer.
Yep. As soon as we hit number 1 anywhere, I don't care where, insufferable. I don't know what I'll do, but it'll be significant. And going back to what you said too about like us just doing it because we enjoy it, and I think that really comes through, hopefully, in just our commentary to one another, right? The random things we get into back and forth. Like I said, on the one I'm editing now, the amount of laughter I'm just cutting out because just you and I wheezing over what one of us said.
This episode,
cut it all out.
This episode that's coming out tomorrow got a little bit wild. We took 2 weeks off of recording because I was busy over the 4th of July. Connor was busy for the last week. And so we had a big long break, and we recorded this episode on Tuesday. There's a lot. It's a lot.
It got very wild. Several moments where it's just us probably literally on the ground laughing.
I wasn't literally. I can confirm that I didn't do that.
But, I mean, dude, that's how the Mixtaper was born. I know fans of the podcast, the community, whatnot, really likes the Mixtaper. They really latched on.
Yeah.
But that just started legitimately because, you know, he was born because I couldn't keep my opinions straight on Factor Spin about how to feel. I legitimately was conflicted. And so that he was born and his mythos has grown.
Ridiculously so.
Ridiculously so. Ridiculously so since then.
Yeah. Felix, I'd say it's...
And I'm glad that the fans really like him, but the Mixtaper was going to exist whether the fans did or not, just because I needed him to.
Right. Felix, it's probably equally off the rails or close to it, yeah.
Yeah, when I got back from New York, that was another wild one.
I don't even remember which episode that was.
It would have been...
It was
whatever was right after
was it?
the British chick.
Right.
It would have been right
Johnny
around...
Cash?
What was her name?
Gabrielle Applin. It went Gabrielle Applin.
It would have been
Johnny
one or two
Cash.
after Applin. It would have been one or two after. I don't remember how caught up we were at the time. Oh, don't worry, it's coming. There's a nice mixtaper line coming.
We've got some great, I mean really great mixtaper merch line ideas.
I just need somebody to go buy one of the pet collar tags of the mixtaper just to shove it in James's face.
Just so one...
When I made that, he was like, nobody's going to buy that.
Well, it's not that nobody's...
We have a person necklace, so we need an animal necklace. All of our... We're such an animal podcast, you know. We had to have a representation.
It's almost entirely the Mixtaper's fault that we're an animal podcast.
Where are we at in the quiz here? I don't even know.
You just did the Weezer question.
Yeah, we're here with Hank Williams up next. On a technical level, how many wives did Hank Williams have? 0, 1, 2, or 3? Somebody in the chat. What do you think it is? Somebody who hasn't taken the quiz.
How many Hank Williams wives were there? You have a bias towards Connor. I understand. I get it.
I appreciate it. It's good to feel love. Well, that legitimately happened when I found out that we had people who listened who I didn't know.
Yeah.
Like James mentioned that like he was like, oh yeah, so and so, you know. And I told a bunch of people in one of the Twitch chats I was in about the podcast, and they now listen to it. I was like, wait, what? We have people who
I was passing
I don't
it
know
around,
listening to this,
spreading the word.
I
Spinning
did. I got a little nervous. I was like, like before when it was just like me and my friends that I knew were listening to it, I could just say whatever I wanted. I didn't have to care what people thought. But then I was like, oh gosh, other people like it.
Yeah. 3. We got to vote for 3 Hank Williams wives.
We got to vote for 3.
Also, if we ever do get this account affiliated, I'm excited because then we could do all kinds of like sub things. We could get emotes. We can do
oh gosh.
We can do polls in the chat. We could do channel point redemptions. And I think that'd be really fun.
I realize that now.
Greg, yeah, we gotta grow.
Greg.
Then you pick chaos.
I knew like that was the ultimate goal going into it. We wanted other people to listen to it. It's just when it happened, I was like, oh gosh. And then like I happened to interact with some of you in James's Twitch chat, and everybody was like, oh, I love the mixtape, or I love the podcast. You guys are great. I was like, oh gosh, they like it.
The people have spoken. Yes. You answered this one wrong, Pay. Can I ask what your answer was? How many wives did you think Hank Williams had?
I know the correct answer.
3? Okay,
also
we got
3.
Two votes for 3.
The correct answer on a technical level, I believe, is 0.
0.
On a not so technical level, the answer is 2.
He was technically not married to 2 women he called his wives, but, you know, that's okay. Kill the Mons IRL was so fun. That was so fun. Come back sometime. We'll do it again.
Whose tombstone did Janis Joplin purchase? Oh gosh.
This is another one that's tough. The hard mode quiz is going to be so hard that you only get a handful right.
The options are Ma Rainey, Big Mama Thornton, Lead Bell, Huddy Ledbetter is the name, and then Bessie Smith. It's either Bessie Smith or Big Mama Thornton.
We've talked about all 4 of those people on the podcast.
Have we really?
We have. All 4 of those names have come up.
Yeah, the mods typically do kill James. Jimmy, you're correct.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. The fast stream we did was I was actually scared of that, but ugh.
Cheerwine, yes. That's the
Cheerwine
best part of Nashville. Definitely not the hot chicken. Ugh.
Yeah, the hot chicken video's up now too. If you haven't seen that, do yourself a favor.
Who
go watch
here
Connor
has seen me suffer? Who has seen me suffer in the hot chicken video? I did it for you, so you better go watch it.
It's true.
I believe it's Bessie Smith, by the way, is who I'm picking.
Okay. James breaks games, not mods. You're right. That's exactly it. I love the hot chicken video too. I had a lot of fun editing it, and every time I opened it to edit it, it made me want hot chicken. So when my birthday rolls around next weekend, I'm gonna go get some hot chicken. I should already do it, to be honest. But...
That one got me too. That one got me too.
Okay, so tell us your overall score.
I missed. How many questions were there?
10. There's 10.
I missed 3 of them.
Missed 3. Okay, let's go through and walk through.
And one of them I'm not surprised by. Only one of the 3 I missed. I should have known.
Yeah. Okay. Which was your first miss?
We're gonna spoil that? Oh, you only got 1 right on the hard mode? That's another one. I was like, we were like, how many different quizzes should we have? And I was like, I don't know, we need like 2. We need like a baby mode and a hard mode. And James named them that, and I'm angry.
Isn't it great? Isn't it funny to have a baby mode and a hard mode?
The first one I missed was the Kings of Leon album, Fist Fights, and I just kind of can't remember how many they had. Mm-hmm. My logic was right, I think, about it being 1 plus whatever one we did.
Yep, that's correct.
The correct answer was 7, because apparently the one we did was album 6.
No, the one we did, the one we did was album 7. The one that they didn't fist fight on was album 8.
Right,
your math
was album 8. Right.
Sorry, consult a squirrel next time.
Listen. Little baby man.
You got one wrong on the easy, one right on hard. Well, that means we did our job. That means we made the easy mode easier and the hard mode harder.
The interesting hobby one for Halsey, I should have known, because Halsey did do the upside down painting, but that wasn't the interesting hobby. The interesting hobby was the spin about chainsaw carving, right? That
Didn't you guess upside down painting?
I did, but the correct answer is chainsaw carving.
Oh, the correct answer is upside down painting.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Halsey doesn't chainsaw carve. That one's one of Joan Jett's Runaways.
No. Right, but didn't the spin come from Halsey's episode?
Yeah, the spin is from... Yeah, that's the spin that the mixtaper did, was chainsaw carving.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I think your question's right? Because there's no... Because the question was phrased as Halsey has an interesting hobby, and the mixtaper said it was chainsaw carving, but that was a spin. I will have to go back and check it.
But the mixtaper also said it was upside down paint. It's...
It sounds like you. It
sounds like a
quizmaker. Sounds like the quizmaker did a bad quiz.
The quizmaker was trying to set up a Twitch stream. The quizmaker had a couple other things on his plate, but it's okay. Tisk tisk.
So then in that case, I got that one right, and I only missed two. And the other one I missed was the other one that I knew. The other one I missed was the Michael Bublé jump roping.
Yep.
Which was another one. I was like, I don't know what year it was made. But apparently it was in 2018, right? That's right, because the jump rope unions when they came back together, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's when they made the one big one.
I interpreted it as like when the original association, not when the union happened.
Yeah. The association came out sometime in the 90s. I don't know. Yeah. The quizmaker failed.
Quizmaker failed,
did
I
his
agree.
Best.
This
Quizmaker
is why you should leave
best.
facts and spin-related games to the mixtaper.
Well, maybe. We should play Guess That Dollar Amount on stream.
We can.
That'd be fun.
I'm gonna do something really dumb here.
Oh, what else is new?
Hey. All right. We're doing Guess That Dollar Amount on some of our merch.
Gosh, no, whoa. This is awful.
It's the only thing I had to pull it up over here.
I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do Guess That Dollar Amount on our merch. And I set all the prices. Oh, the print on demand makes that tough. Because we have like no profit margins.
That's right, Greg. Guess that dollar amount. Let's start with something simple. The shirt James is currently wearing. James, show it off.
I'm gonna knock things all over. Spin it.
Awkward.
The Record Ranking Podcast.
Guess how much that shirt costs.
This one?
Yeah.
I think.
What'd you put that one up for?
This one might be
$1. This isn't
$1.
Price is Right rules, Jenny.
I wish it was Price is Right rules. You haven't looked at the store yet. Wow. You should look at it and tell me if there's any merch you're interested in. I think this shirt is $24.99.
Cheater.
I'm not. Whoa, how's that cheating? Is it cheating because I bought the shirt and own it? Or is it cheating because I set the prices for this shirt? I don't know.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. All right, moving on to something maybe a little more crazy. It was our birthday, right? This is part of the birthday week. We have a Spin It limited edition, limited time Spin It birthday party Color Blast T-shirt.
Okay, so the Color Blast T-shirts are like so weirdly expensive to produce. Like our production cost is high.
The color blasting is probably hard to do.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never blasted color. I think that one is $31.99, which is a ridiculously weird price. No?
The correct answer is $31.99 plus.
That's garbage. That's garbage. That's absolute garbage. Is it 3 easy payments of 800 cents? Greg, that'd be awesome. That's what this shirt almost is, except 3 easy payments of 800 cents made all at once, plus 99 cents.
Moving into some more of our ridiculous items, you can pick up a Spin It logo sleep mask for what price?
So the sleep mask, I believe, is $3.99, but the shipping on the sleep mask is more than the sleep mask costs. It's so ridiculous. It is a specific
really
number,
is.
Jenny, but that number is literally what it costs to make the shirt and cover shipping. So like,
yeah, we're not trying to make money off of our store or anything. We just wanted to be able to have merchandise to help spread the word about the podcast, and so you guys can have a piece of the podcast.
So
we basically sell it for cost.
I bought this little sticker here, this little spin it sticker, and we lost money. And then Felix made an order for their hoodie and their hat, and we lost $2. So we only do what's necessary, but
and we still have a little fixing to do, it sounds like. $3.99 was correct, so Pam, I'm giving it to you for $4. Other ridiculous merch we have. You can pick up a Tasty Bongos tank top.
Yeah, Felix.
For all your Tasty Bongo needs.
Yes.
For what price?
The Tasty Bongos tank top I know is cheaper, and I think it's like $13.99.
Well, we didn't aim to lose money, Felix.
No.
James just is bad at math.
It was an
We
accident.
didn't check the pricing with the squirrels.
Well, it's not even that it's because we had setup costs. We had to pay to get everything
Yeah.
on the store, and that came out of the extra. So it's okay.
Yeah, as soon as one more person buys something, depending on what they buy, we'll, I think,
Depending on
officially
what they
make
buy.
like our first $1.
Yeah, and we'll frame it and paint it white and put it on the wall. Tasty Bongos is a really unreal merch item. Greg, have you seen it? Hold on. Let me go. I want to pull up the
you
Tasty
should be
Bongos.
Yeah, if it wasn't for it, would have the price on it and ruin the game. But you should pull them up afterwards to show them off.
Well, I'm going to pull it up now.
That's another one. I say so many weird things that I just don't remember saying, but turn into such iconic lines from the podcast. We have the Tasty Bongos was something I said.
That is 'cause you
making
call
my
them
ears
tasteful.
smile is another one.
Yeah. Here's the gist on that. Hang on. Here, let me. The tasty Bongos tank top is wild. Like,
so
do you
good,
see
though. I want to
this?
make bongos that look like those.
Do you see that the bongos have our little secondary logo on them? I can't even believe that we did this, and it's so funny. And Connor was right. He said the tank top is the perfect kind of shirt
It
for
really
Tasty
is. It's the
Bongos.
perfect shirt to put that on.
And it doesn't make any sense, but he's absolutely right. So, you know, I gotta make a stinger like that. I'm loving that transition. I'm gonna have to make
so
one
good.
for myself because it's so much fun.
I want a set of bongos with that logo on it like that. That's my new life goal.
That's your new life goal. The expectation shirt is really good too.
That's another.
Maybe we could sell
crazy
bongos.
one. That'd be awesome.
See, that's how all our ideas happen. Half of our merch is like, what if we sold this? And the website that we use for print on demand things has all kinds of like
That's so much ridiculous stuff.
like luggage covers, and aprons
the
and
next guess that dollar
duvet.
amount item, the Spin It Soundwave audio bottle, where the lid for the water bottle is a Bluetooth speaker.
The lid, yeah, it's a water bottle, and the lid on the bottle is a Bluetooth speaker. Y'all can play my Tasty Bongos anytime. Thank you, Greg. We'll
And
keep
thank
that
you,
in mind.
Jenny,
We'll take
for
you up on
also apparently
that. For
agreeing with
seconding that.
sentiment. Yeah.
All right. Anna says $49.99. I know the price of these because when we create the product, the site that we make it through automatically sets the profit margin to 40%, which is absurd, by the way. If you ever look into what like profit margins you should expect as a small business starting out, it's like 10, maybe 20 if you're really, really good. 40% is just like criminal.
It's criminal.
But the 40% profit margin price put the bottle at like $86 for this stupid water bottle with a speaker in the lid. And I was like, there's no way. But it still costs so much money to make. And gopher stickers with a little scroll spin logo. Okay.
That's great.
That's a great idea. Art department, write it down. The audio bottle, I adjusted the profit margin so we don't lose money, and it is $59.99.
It is. So for
It's a
$60, you can have a Bluetooth speaker water bottle
It's
with
the
our
most
logo
expensive
on it.
thing in the store. Don't. Nobody, literally,
Please do
ever.
not buy it.
Nobody ever buy that. Because it's probably going to end up like our poor hat. And it's just, don't.
Yes.
We need
Yes,
gopher stickers. We don't have gopher
we do need
stickers.
gopher
We do have the Mixtaper and Spinny and our logos on stickers. Not as individual stickers, they're on a sheet. But we should get individual stickers.
Another really funny item that just pulled up because we saw it on the list of things we could make is the sandals.
I love those.
You got slide sandals where one says spin and one says it.
Like the logo. It's like wearing the logo on your feet. So, I love that. Those...
They're also ridiculous.
Are supposed to be pretty high quality. Okay, so honestly, with the exception of one hat, I've loved all of our stuff so far. Yeah. It's been really fun.
We've been doing our best to try to sample some of the merch ahead of time to make sure it turned out well. And so far, everything has turned out great except for James's hat.
But the hats are embroidered. They're weird anyway. Yeah. I think the sandals are supposed to be pretty good quality. I think they are $39.99.
More expensive, $44.99.
$44.99. Wow.
Yeah. Wow. My personal piece of merchandise, the hat I'm currently wearing, Find Your Inner Goldblum, trucker hat that comes with, I don't know what side of the hat it's on, but the scratches and the
it's just been so
stuffed up
fun.
bill,
so much
which is hilarious
fun.
Considering it's supposed to be a parody off of Jurassic Park. I love it.
Here, wait.
And that'll be our last guess that dollar amount.
Here's what the sandals look like, by the way, if you're curious. They're the logo.
I love it
on your feet.
It's so good.
It's I can't. It's just a dumb little thing, you know. We have too much power with this And
story. By we mean James. Again, other than the dog tag, James has made literally every single one of these pieces of merch.
I've made a lot.
And again, I would leave him at midnight my time, and he'd be like, "All right, I'm done making merch. I'm gonna go do something else." And then I would wake up in the morning to like 8 new merch items with like new graphics I hadn't even seen. So he had to take the time to make the graphics before he made the merch.
Yeah. Oh, that's another question.
Gosh.
Do your last round of guess the dollar amount, and then I want to ask you about graphics.
It was the hat.
Oh, the hat. The Find Your Inner Goldblum hat. I think that one's $21.99.
It is indeed, and it is wonderful.
Heck yeah. Excuse me, did you go live? Hey.
It's rating with a party of 2.
And Charm, hey.
We demand the mixtaper.
Well.
Whoa. Uh-oh.
Oh, your
Careful,
raid
you're going to summon him.
I don't know why we don't have a raid alert. Hang on. We set one up. We definitely set one up.
And by we, again, I mean...
Connor doesn't know how to do any of this. Let me play it for you anyway, in honor of your raid.
I think I see him coming. He's in the chat. He's coming this way. Uh-oh.
He's coming this way. Stop.
No, this is my time. You're not supposed to be on this. You're not. No. You're not supposed to be on this. It's me. The mixtaper.
It's me. Good mixtaper. Hey, Charm. Thanks for that follow, and say hi to the mixtaper. This is
Hey. Shout out to all the people in the chat, my loyal fan club, Season 3 champs!
There's no way this wasn't going to happen. We couldn't go live without this happening. I'm so sorry. Yeah, this is where we're at. See, you didn't win. You just changed the number of seasons. What
are you talking about?
No,
the seasons were arbitrary to begin with. You're the one that hated the idea of seasons when I originally did it. I did that to reset the score. I have all the power here when it comes to factor spin.
Listen, I don't hate the idea of seasons. You just change the number of episodes between seasons. The best 3-minute stream of your life. Oh my goodness. He is a little dastard. Yeah.
Everybody in the chat. I see we're up to. Wow. Okay. Everybody in the chat. What is your favorite game show that I have brought to Spin It? We've got Factor Spin. We've got Guess That Dollar Amount. We've got Fast Fire Facts.
True.
We've got Guess Who or Spin. And I think that's it.
Okay. Oh, while they're thinking about that and answering your question,
I want to take a dastard.
I want to take a moment and promote our brand new show segment. It's called Fan Factor Spin. We premiered it in our birthday episode about Radiohead. It's in the last 4 or 5-ish minutes, but we have the opportunity now to take audio or Word document submissions from you and put them on the episode where you give us a fact or a spin about any artist that we've talked about on the podcast to this point. And we will do our best. Connor and I will both play and keep score of our individual scores to try and see who does better with your fact. The first clip you want to submit...
Connor is winning.
Connor's winning 1-0.
It's me.
Hey, thank you for that follow. I don't know why you're here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but I'm glad you're here. So yeah, you can submit audio clips to us. The first one should be your fact or your spin. The second one should be you telling us whether it's a fact or spin or not, and why. And then we'll play the game. You're a couple hours late? No, not a couple hours. It's just one. It's fine, and you're never late. Honestly, whenever you're here is the perfect time to be here. So welcome in. Anyway, that said, what's everybody's favorite game? We've got
a good guess who or spin. I think that's one of my favorites too because it was the most ridiculous. Again, my favorite thing is to I will occasionally come up with a stupid bit and bring it to the table, but not tell James about it.
That's true.
And so, we were like, me and him, the mixtaper, myself, I'm talking in the third person, and James talked about how we needed to do something for the singles episode.
Yes.
Because that was going to be weird to do fact or spin. And so we came up with the idea of playing Guess Who, where he had to just guess who the fact was about. But it was originally supposed to be all true facts. And so then I came up with the dumb bit of I was going to throw or spin on the end, to keep in theme of fact or spin and not tell him I snuck in that fake one until it happened.
Yeah, and it happened
so
fast.
His reaction to that was legitimate.
Yep. I did not expect it. Did not. Well, that was fun. And now it's an established singles episode game, I guess. So that's nice.
I need to get a water real fast. My voice is hard to do without water. I'll be right back.
His superpower is like water activated. He needs water to fuel his superpower. Hey, I'm redeeming a hydrate for the mixtaper. My favorite game, I really like the Fast Fire Facts on the Kiss episode where he just said, hey, is this real? Is this fake? Is this real? Is this fake? Is this real? Is this fake? And so on and so forth. I had a lot of fun, even though it was tough. The mixtaper is a Chia Pet confirmed. Yeah, maybe. Can we make how much merch? Oh, let's merch a Chia mixtaper. I'm for it. I bet they'd work with us. Chia would officially sponsor us and partner. Fantastic. Thank you for the squid. Also, if you have another name you prefer to be called instead of I don't know why I'm here 1 2 3 4 5 6, let us know and we will call you that. That's a good question, Peg.
Ooh, that is a good question. I just got back. Also, I've absolutely looked into Chia Pets already in terms of things that we can do since the Kiss episode when we talked about the Kiss Chia Pet.
I should have known. John or Edward? All right, awesome. And why is it Ryan Reynolds? Good question.
So this is the brilliant thing about my game show. I can do whoever I want. Multiple times I've gone and found true facts about completely irrelevant people and attributed them to the artists we're doing.
It's true.
And that's one of my favorite things to do, especially when it's about an artist that I know eventually James will not be able to help himself but pick.
Yeah.
And so like we have Ryan the Ghost still out there waiting for his moment in the sun.
I have no idea who Ryan the Ghost is real about. And I have no idea who the hat on the plane is real about. We've got a lot of...
Someday I'm sure we will hit them. It's inevitable.
I hope. Chaos. Oh, yeah, there's plenty of chaos. Plenty of chaos. Look at who I'm talking to on stream. How can you sit here and say, there's no chaos?
Hey, it's me.
He's a mixtaper.
I'm the mixtaper.
He's the definition of chaos. Well...
That's not how you spell it.
That's not how you spell Ryan. No, it's Rybipson, right? That was just a lie, though.
I don't know. It got spelled like 3 different ways in the podcast, in the episode, and you didn't call me on it.
It did.
Spelled it like 3
it's
different
like
ways.
That. But that's also not even true, because that was just a lie you made up for the
it's
Chili
true.
Peppers.
It is actually probably just spelled like Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should get a bot in here next time. I want to do all these commands, but we don't have that ability yet. We've been too busy celebrating the birthday other places.
Again, I didn't see. Did anybody put in the chat that they watched the hot chicken?
Oh, I don't know.
Video. My roommate Connor, he suffered for your entertainment.
Suffered.
You better go watch it.
He suffered hard. It was wild. Yeah, see, Felix did.
Oh, thank you.
Felix said they loved
that video. Oh, Jenny, you watched it?
It was so good. I keep watching the part where Connor goes over and over again. Like I had that on a loop for a while when I was editing.
There's a bit that was part of that I was a part of that got cut from the final video.
Oh yeah, the mixtaper did make an appearance when he said, "There's the mixtaper hiding in the bushes," talking about himself. It was really a hot mess. There is a slow zoom in a panic, and that's a good one too. I like the slow zoom.
Oh! I hear the timer on my pumpernickel bread. I must go attend to it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's another episode. The first episode that I would say really went off the rails in a traditional sense is the 13th episode, the Baker's Dozen episode, where Connor just started talking about bread a lot. And I tried to
Connor's coming back. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, mixtaper.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Connor. You're having too much fun with that.
What are you talking about?
The mixtaper was having too much fun with that.
Yeah.
But he just started talking about bread, and if you listen to the episode...
I did.
I tried to derail him. And there's a couple of,
we went on a bread thing for several episodes.
We?
It was more than just one.
We? It wasn't a week.
Because it started with the Baker's Dozen. It started with just the dozen episode. It was 12.
Yes.
And then we hit the Baker's Dozen, which was really where we got in on bread. But we had like a bread-related fact or something the week before.
We've done a couple of bread-related facts.
Yeah,
weirdly
bread
enough.
definitely came up multiple weeks in a row, and we were like, "What the heck?" And by we, I mean you.
Yeah. Yeah. But there have been some bits that have been totally cut from episodes, where Connor just goes and does his own thing, and I'm like, cut. Sometimes they even reoccur, like on every single song. They'll just bring it up a dozen times, and you never would know.
I do my best to try when it's a joke that I really don't want cut.
Bread.
I try to reference it in as many crucial moments of the podcast as I can, so that it's impossible for him to cut the context for.
Oh, but I almost always find a way. I Goldblum it. I find my inner Goldblum, and I find a way.
Like I will bring it up, like he'll ask for my opinion on something, and
thanks.
I will base my answer around the joke.
It's gonna be a
I'll
wild
base my
ride.
answer around the joke, or like I'll use it in my unit, or so I do it in some way that he can't cut around it, but he always does find a way. It's quite impressive.
Yeah. Oh, also, just a side note, the other thing about the units specifically, a peek behind the curtain, that was 100%.
Are we actually doing this?
Huh?
We're spoiling that?
It's the live stream. We're deep into the live stream. This is for the fans.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It is so I guess I mentioned that the squirrels was something I brought pre-podcast, but the other thing was the idea of units.
The idea of units, and we worked it into the first couple episodes pretty seamlessly. Like, he would just say the number, I said, well, what's your unit? Because I gave it points, and it looked like it wasn't a bit. 100% always a bit. If you
it was 100% a bit. That was something, because again, we were trying to figure out, James was ranking it on this complex spreadsheet that had weights and all this other things that got him a score. And then I was like, how the heck am I going to rank these?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just going to do a scale of 1 to 10. And we are like, well, that's kind of boring. We need to do something else with it. And that's where the idea of units.
That's true. That's true. Which also, by the way...
I love the idea of knowing somebody out there is about to try to binge our podcast.
Isn't it great? If you wanted to see, if you haven't seen, the spreadsheet is here. And it's a good transition. Oh, let me refresh. It didn't kind of pop up right. Here we go. Here's our spreadsheet. This is every album that I've ranked so far. And some of them have episodes, obviously some of them don't yet, but it's been a whole wild time to do all this. And it's been so fun. My goodness.
Don't look at my tab, it's not up to date.
The Factor Spin score's up to date though. Look at that.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
as of episode 53. Hey,
nice.
You're never behind on the podcast. Listen to what you want. I tell people this all the time. We churn out a lot of content. And if you only listen to the albums that you like, the episodes that sound interesting to you, like, that is more than fine by me. that's honestly more than we could ask for. We just appreciate that anybody even takes a half second to listen to any of it. And we have a lot of fun doing it. That's part of it.
Yeah. I have a lot of fun coming up with my units. It's great. Just writing things. I frantically write. There's other dead space that we typically have to cut out of the podcast is moments of silence where James and I are both frantically typing down something because we don't want to forget it because we thought it was funny or worth referencing later, either later in the episode or in a future episode. And so we'll just both be frantically typing things, and nobody's talking, and so there'll be this like 30 seconds of dead space.
Big old dead space, and you know, and that's one thing that I think recording a podcast maybe on stream or live would help with, is cutting down the dead space and keeping the energy up. But
okay, so yes, I meant to bring that up. I was in the middle of taking a quiz when you talked about the first time.
Yeah.
Going back to episode 0 and its weird format, right? And you talked about how that one was quick, bam, bam, very little editing. It's because we originally did it in the format, basically, of live streaming it.
Yeah,
right?
we tried not to take breaks.
We had this high energy. We didn't take any breaks. We tried to bounce off of one another. And
we didn't know.
We timed ourselves. We each had timers up on our screen so we could see how long we were taking.
Yeah, we did. Actually, so John, this is our very first live stream. We're planning on trying out the waters and seeing, maybe we'll go live and do an episode or a silent disco. We'll take song recommendations.
I want to use this a ton. I really like the idea of getting you guys involved, and especially with like our singles episodes, like James said.
Yeah.
One of the feedbacks I do hear quite often is that our format for the singles episode, where we're listening to it live and reacting to it, is sometimes hard to follow. I think it'd be really fun if on those episodes we live stream them and, like I said, put up like our timestamp on screen. So that you guys could hit play right alongside us and hear our commentary and hear exactly what part of the song we're talking about when we say what we say.
Yeah.
I think that would be great.
I think it would be really fun. And so we're looking to do things like that. And as well, maybe we'll start, if we're just bored editing an episode, maybe we'll pop on the stream and just edit an episode along with chat so you can see the process.
Exactly.
We'll do chatting like this where we'll just talk and podcast. And so... yeah, we have a lot of plans for this, but since this is our 1-year anniversary this week, actually, which is why we've launched our Twitch and all kinds of other stuff, it's been, oh goodness, look at you coming prepared. That's
where I'm at in this week's edit.
This is an in-progress episode. Oh, that makes me want to pull up a final edit and show you how many cuts each episode has. That's something you've not seen yet. So this is Connor's in-progress one.
I'm at the 40. Right around the 40-minute mark. And our episode's at a total length of an hour and a half. So I still have about 20 to 30 minutes to cut as I trim this down.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Our recordings are quite long. Our longest recordings have exceeded 3 hours, but our podcasts, for the most part, stay under an hour and 15 minutes. At least. We try and shoot it like that.
We shoot for that hour mark as close as we can keep.
Yeah.
Which is really sad because some good stuff will get cut. That's, again, part of why we started doing the blooper reel. So that we could shove stuff in there that we thought was funny but didn't really contribute to the episode enough for it to merit making the episode longer.
Man, yeah. Let me find a good episode that we've edited here. Is this one? Yeah.
But yeah,
so
our episode 0 was done like a live stream almost, and that's why we didn't really have to do much editing to it.
So here is here's our B-side cut for "I Like It When You Sleep" for "You're So Beautiful Yet So Unaware of It."
Hashtag Spin It Award for longest title or something like that.
Yeah, the Spin It Jupiter Award because it's the big one. So this is the start of it, and this is how many cuts and how many clips and how much just like stuff is here. This is like 3 minutes, right? 3 minutes there. Yep. And it goes and it goes and it goes. This is the part where I'm talking a lot about the artist, and then you can tell when Factor Spin starts because Connor starts talking a lot, and then we get to the audio, the commentary,
and then James starts talking a lot again.
Yeah, I do. And it just goes and goes and goes. And this is, each one of these little things is just a little cut, right? And we cut it all up by hand and add it all together by hand. So it's a podcast that gets a lot of TLC.
And I'm much faster at it than James.
That's a debatable statement that you just made. So this is in full. Hold on, we're scrolling out. That's what a podcast looks like. It's so much, but we really enjoy it.
It's a lot of fun. To answer your question, I think this will go up on our YouTube channel probably.
Oh, yes, we're gonna keep as many VODs as we can up here, but we don't have like Twitch Prime, and we're not affiliated or partnered yet. So I think it only stays on Twitch for 14 days, but it will be on our YouTube channel.
We will put them on our YouTube. Yep.
Yeah,
or it'll be there indefinitely. So.
Yeah. Well, no, definitely.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, yes, definitely.
The other thing that frustrates me. All right, chat, hang on. We got to talk for a moment.
Oh, are you getting frustrated?
Greg, the mixtaper, just because it'd be so much extra work having his own setup with his own microphone and everything. So I just get out of my chair and he sits down in my chair and uses my microphone when it's his turn. That's why sometimes you'll hear some rustling on the microphone when we're switching.
Our YouTube is called Spin It Podcast. There's a link down in our panels to get to it, but also let me just grab you the link right from here. And I'll paste it there for you. So you can just pop on by. All our episodes are there. We've got some bonus content out. We've got a playlist of all of our favorite songs from each episode, which I really enjoy. I put that on shuffle sometimes when I'm working. It's just a good playlist at this point.
Anytime I'm driving anywhere that is going to take 45 minutes or longer, that's what gets put on.
Yes.
That playlist gets put on. If my drive's going to be more than 45 minutes, the playlist goes on and it gets put on shuffle. And James and I have this unspoken rule. I guess it's actually spoken. We've said it several times. That you're not allowed to skip songs. Whatever plays, and you gotta listen to it.
Yeah, and what's funny,
Nashville playlist, Felix.
The playlist goes against Connor in that way, because every time he puts it on, it'll put all the Kanye and Chance the Rapper songs and like things that he doesn't like. It'll back to back them.
To this day, I have not put that playlist on and have it not play a Kanye West song. Every time one of Kanye West's picks gets played, every time I put it on.
All of the lights. Extra bright.
And it's like, are you serious? Because, the odds get slimmer and slimmer with each episode when 2 more songs are added.
Yep.
And it still happens just every time.
Thank you. It's haunted. It might be haunted. Yeah.
Aw, we got a sub?
Yeah, we got a YouTube sub. YouTube.
Okay,
YouTube's tricky because I don't know how to promote a YouTube. The algorithm is obviously against us with our very long videos.
Although the YouTube algorithm was with us for one specific episode.
Yeah, this is it. This is big. So, our episode play distribution is heavily skewed in favor of one particular episode. If you were to go down the YouTube list, like our top episode, and it's not even close.
We appreciate that.
Is Hank Williams. The algorithm has picked up that, and it you post wherever we can. Aw, that's so nice. Hank Williams took off. YouTube recommends Hank Williams to everyone now, and there's like a Hank Williams playlist on YouTube that's apparently super popular because anytime somebody puts that on, they get recommended as part of one of the autoplay things, our podcast episode on Hank Williams. So I'll give you our top 5 episodes on YouTube by view count, okay? We've got, there's a tie. At 5th place, tied for 5th, we've got Tickets to My Downfall by Machine Gun Kelly and We Are by John Batiste. Those each have 38 plays. We've got, in 4th place, we've got My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy by Kanye West. That's got 40 plays. Then there's a gap. There's a jump. Before we get to our test episode, Walls, Kings of Leon, that has 69 plays. Nice. Then we get a big jump again. Our Trans-Siberian Orchestra episode that we actually recorded in person. Most of our episodes we record more or less
was another
like this.
Huge learning curve.
Yeah, trying to record a podcast in the same room.
We thought that would be way easier than it was.
No, it was not easy. It was very hard, actually. Because our microphones were picking each other up, and mine wasn't picking me up well.
Yours specifically? Mine didn't really pick you up too badly, but yours was so sensitive.
Hey.
And I'm loud.
I can hear you. Be nice. It's sensitive. No, so the Trans-Siberian Orchestra episode we recorded, and around Christmas time, everyone was searching them up. It's got 110 views. That's our number 2 on YouTube. Our number 1 episode on YouTube is Hank Williams' Greatest Hits. It has 1,718 views. It has 10 times the views of any other episode. It's
crazy,
wild to think about, and awesome. Honestly, I am so proud of it, and it's weird to think that 1,000 people have watched that. 1,700 people have heard you yodel.
Oh gosh! Oh, I forgot about that. Oh no!
You yodel and you go, I can't believe I just did that, and I said, yep, now it's on recording, and 1,700 people went and listened to it.
That's what you got. I didn't do it the first time, right? Isn't that the bit where like you tried to get me to do it? I was like, absolutely not, and then I did it anyways.
You did it, yeah, exactly.
Oh man,
that was
Jenny,
a good one, Jenny. I like that.
Don't compliment. Okay, so back to my thing where I was about to get angry about something.
Oh yeah,
it is both a gift and a curse to do a podcast with this man. Okay.
Okay, so let's start with the gift part.
He is so naturally comedic and funny and quick-witted that he like keeps the podcast alive when I'm transitioning from whatever dumb thing my brain thought up that's a longer bit. Like if you notice, my comedy is typically a longer multi-episode spanning bit, and his is just rapid fire joke pun.
It's
joke
a jab.
pun.
It's a jab.
Yeah, he jabs the entire time, and so like. That is great for content, but it is so frustrating to be sitting there and having... Because, again, I'm his only feedback on it when he makes the joke because we're recording it. And so I have to sit here and just listen to him make witty pun after witty pun and go, I wish I was this funny. Why are all my bits so dumb? And
so
it is
nice.
such a curse.
Sounds like a gift to me, but what do I know? What do I know? Greg, go sing Hank Williams. Do it. Get the Lovesick Blues. Sing the one about the doghouse. That's a good one. Move it on over. Move over, big dog, because you're small dogs moving in.
He also has a way better memory than me. I would not have been able to name a single Hank Williams song that we did.
You couldn't name a single one?
Actually, if I thought about it, I maybe could have gotten a couple. But
he's the Lovesick Blues boy. That's what they call him.
I know.
Okay, so let's talk. Here's the other thing I wanted to get into.
Okay.
I want to talk about graphics. I want to talk about what your favorite social media graphics and YouTube graphics have been so far. I know you've only just looked at them. You don't make them. But I'm curious because I have
my favorite.
Okay, hit me.
Here, let me... Can you pull up the YouTube list? People can see.
Oh, well, I can pull up the graphic when you say it. I do have all
I pulled the whole list and let's kind of scroll through them.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I could do that. Oh, sorry. The YouTube autoplays our trailer. So,
our trailer is also fun. I'm really proud of our trailer, too.
That was a lot of fun to make, yeah. So, we've got the old YouTube here. Boop. So here are our videos and the thumbnails. I hand make each little thumbnail in our little graphic design program. And I try and make them look like the album cover. That's not a thing I started at the very beginning. You'll see Kings of Leon doesn't have one, and The Stranger just has a New York street. But by the time we got to Casey Musgraves, I was excited about the concept of making each album cover.
It's great, because on YouTube, we take the album cover and we take our base logo and change it to make it look like the album cover.
Yeah.
But then on social media, we take the album cover and insert our normal logo into it.
Which is also a ton of fun, by the way.
It is.
So graphics. What's your favorite graphic?
Definitely
YouTube-wise.
up there. I don't even know if I could 100% pick one, but up there is the Christmas singles with the snow globe.
With the snow globe, yeah.
Where things inside the snow globe, and we got Spinny in the Christmas hat, and you did the snow particles inside the globe.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that was one that I thought was really impressive from like making it standpoint.
Greg, yes, jam on covers. Do it. Do it.
Yes, do it.
So yeah, this is a great graphic. I really like this one. And it was one I surprised you with. You didn't know this was coming. The hardest part was getting Spinny's eyebrows up over that hat. That was tricky.
It.
Yeah.
I also really like the it's one of the pink ones. I forget which one.
One of the pink ones. I did a lot of work on the Miley Cyrus one. That one was fun.
Miley Cyrus is good.
We don't have very many.
It's maybe Bad Sons ? Yes, it's Bad Sons with the mouth.
You just like the mouth?
I think it's ridiculous. It looks like it's coming up ready to eat
Listen to
our logo.
Oh,
Series is
there. Hold on.
I don't have a
There. It does look like it's gonna take a nice little nibble off the logo there.
like coming in.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. That one's good.
Well, carefully. That was dangerously close to a yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna bring someone back.
I don't want to do that. Well, what's my favorite? One of the ones that I've always loved is Kin. I think this is just... I keep clicking right
Oh,
into
yeah, Kin is really good, too.
I like this YouTube graphic. Hello, hello. You got in. You made it.
The mixtape.
Welcome on in.
Hello, I wanna... Okay, I'm not even gonna try to say that name. So I wanna... Snow?
Right.
No.
Yeah. So I like this graphic. I think this one's clean. Like this one looks nice to me. I've always liked this one a lot. As far as YouTube graphics go, I really like that one, and I also love the Hank Williams one, honestly, where it wears a little hat.
Yeah.
Ethnic music.
Forgot about that one.
It's got a little cowboy hat on.
You do a great job with all of these, because Hank Williams is another one where you had to come up with something because we didn't do an actual album.
Yeah, I had to make that one up from one of his greatest hits albums. What else do I really like? We've had a good stretch of them lately. I've liked this stretch.
The Thriller one. What was the Thriller one? That one was...
The Thriller one is...
I can't remember if it's the Instagram or this one that I like.
Hey, everyone.
Or the YouTube.
It's probably this.
Man, it's a...
See, it's all like this. Where it's purple and classy. I like our little, our text up here.
That's a good one.
That one's a good one.
I also really like because on Instagram, that's where you took and photoshopped the tiger out, right? And put our logo like he's cradling it while laying there.
No, it's in his pocket. The little pocket of his
jacket. Oh, it's in
jacket.
his pocket on that one.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But we've had a stretch of good covers lately. I really like the Montero, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Yes stretch. And Destroyer was also, that's a good YouTube graphic. My favorite, hands down, as far as what am I thinking? Instagram and socials graphics go. In my mind, there's no competition with one in particular. Let me pull it up.
I have a feeling I know which one you're talking about. What else did we want to talk about?
There's like two or three.
Why you pull that up?
There's two or three big ones that I really like. This one, I just think is so funny, and it took me so long to make it.
Is it the Red Hot Chili Peppers or
no?
The Kiss one, whichever one with all the gray with all the.
It's this one. It's Metallica's Master of
Metallica,
Puppets,
that's what it is.
With all of our little logos like a little graveyard. look at that. That's funny. I just
good.
That one tickles me every single time. It's one of my favorites, and I had a headache. I looked up after I finished working on it, and I had a headache because it was so painstaking to put all these little stupid logos down. But it was fun.
I would not be able to do it.
No, well, good thing you don't have to. So that one was good. And then the other one that I really like, as you may have already guessed, just because we talked about it so dang much, it's another classic. Hank Williams holding our logo is timeless.
Yes.
This one never gets old. This is actually our most liked Instagram post. This one picked up 50 likes all by itself.
Nice.
Yeah, and so it's no surprise actually that the episode got more listens, but
yeah.
It's just funny.
It's just so funny. And
It's
again, you
just
did such
funny.
a good job of getting it like behind his hand.
It looks like he's holding a big winning pumpkin. Yeah, like at a farmer's market, the prize winning vegetable. Yeah.
While we're on the topic of like the artwork for the episodes and stuff, let's talk a little bit about our art department and some of their artwork. Because again, I work the art department to death, and I need to make sure I give them a proper shout out. Because again, when I go lofty brain idea, like here's something I think would be fun to do, I make up a little mock-up sketch of it and I send it to our art department, and they turn it into the brilliance we have now, including like our mascot, which I love.
Yes. Do you have all that pulled up, or should I go find him?
Oh, I guess I can show it.
Do I don't know if I have the OG mixtape idea. Connor will have to have that one.
I have it somewhere. While we talk about it,
There's just some... Oh, I do have it, as a matter of fact.
I think I sent it to you specifically so you'd have it to use against me in the future.
I sure do have it. What a good year recap this episode's been. We've covered a lot of things. Or the episode, this stream.
Oh man, it's so bad.
It's so bad. It's so bad, and I don't mean to.
Do you want me to here? Do you want me to pull up the?
This is the mixtape.
What it turned out to be.
You do that and show the comparison here. This is the mixtaper, wearing a tie, it looks like, and a bandana.
And a cape, I scratched the cape out because I decided I didn't want the cape.
And it looks like he's throwing VHS tapes.
He's supposed to be throwing, and look, I even put directional arrows for how they're rotating.
For how they're spinning.
A little bird.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild.
Where is the? What the heck is where?
Oh, you don't have to give subs and bits and stuff. We just do this for fun. But it would be fun to get affiliated and have all the toys available to us. Channel points
the toys
and
would be fun.
Yeah. And this is Captain Spin. Your idea for Captain Spin is just some dude in a cape. Can we talk about this? Captain Spin was just like a dude looking stern.
I know.
Come on.
Where is it?
You had no ideas for Captain Spin.
I had ideas.
It's this.
Yeah.
If Captain Spin had a Twitter, this would be his profile picture, 100%.
Yeah.
Ugh, wild.
What is happening?
Also, what happened here on this window? Can we talk about this? What'd you do?
Oh, what window?
Why didn't you just lift the pen? Why'd you like swirl it like this?
Oh, I got real lazy.
This isn't a window drawing podcast, but come on. Been compared to him now? Yeah, we'll compare it here. We'll just find him now.
Yeah, it's coming. I'm getting it. Here it comes. As soon as I find the right screen. Here we go.
That's wild.
No, go back to the other thing so you have the side by side.
Yeah. Let me put him back.
That's what it turned into.
The art department, it crushed it. Crushed it. That's Felix crushed it. Felix is bringing all the people to the yard, and by yard I mean stream.
But again, you can see, with the building in the background, where you stand on the building, the flaming mixtapes are being thrown, the hat,
it's all there.
The concept was there. It did transition from daytime to nighttime.
And he did lose this little bird, which is less of a bird and more of an M-shaped tick mark.
That's like classic kindergartner bird.
Yeah, and the fire mixtape pun is great. And the factor spin bat signal, chef's kiss.
Yes, it's so good.
Chef's kiss.
That's what it turned into.
Giraffe chef kiss. It's way up here. The giraffe chef kiss is way up here.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
Oh, it's just so good. It's just so good. We've loved all the art department commissions and random things. They've ranged from, awesome to really ridiculous.
This, we've shown so much of my bad stuff, I need to show off the one good thing I have made.
I'm also showing off. Though, yes, that's true. Connor made the Find Your Inner Goldblum.
I made the Find Your Inner Goldblum logo 100% myself.
Yes, it's an iconic design. It's honestly one of both of our favorites. I think that is easy to say.
Squirrels.
The squirrels.
Oh, you showed off the squirrels. Wonderful.
Yeah, the math department squirrels. The nervous one with the
squirrel related. The biggest commission I think I've ever done with the art department is currently underway, and it involves the squirrels.
I don't know what that is.
What is?
What your biggest commission for the art department is?
Yes, you do. It's the collage.
Oh, I do know that. You're right.
There's another thing that's also a big one, but I don't think quite that big.
Firestream outweighs game update.
Yes.
Thanks. Aw. The squirrels. Aren't they good? Oh, I just love them. Just love them so much.
It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Find Your Inner Goldblum that's the one good thing I've ever made.
The one good thing, huh?
For the podcast, that is.
Yeah. I love the squirrels. They're top notch. What other art department? Oh, can we just talk about this?
You gotta pull up our mascot.
Well, hold on now. Beyond that, I want to talk about this because I just love this so much. This is perfect. Perfect. This is the most perfect graphic the art department has made. It's their own frickin' logo. It's a record with a paintbrush on it. Are you kidding me? It doesn't get any more perfect for a podcast about record ranking. You can't make a better art department logo. Chrissy, wake up! Oh no, I've seen the TikTok one time. I haven't watched that Stranger Things actually. I watched season 1 and then I
James is a
faded.
big hater of Stranger Things.
No, I'm not. That's a lie. That's a lie. What you just said.
He hates on it all the time.
No.
Oh,
See,
here's
John's
a great
with me.
image. Hang on.
Never seen it.
While we're going through, pull up our good boy mascot.
I'm pulling up the mascot.
And I will show you.
He's fantastic, and we've got some rare spinnies that we can show too.
Yes, we can. And so again, this was done by one of our other members of the art department, who was here when we first started, but I don't know if they're still here. This is another one of those things where I said I want a record with arms and legs and a face that to be our mascot. And again, I had all these. I sent like this paragraph-long description of what
he goes over the top. He goes over the top.
I really do. I gave him a whole thing. I was like, I wanted the big red shoes. I said the face shouldn't be attached when you look at it from the side. So then we have a couple side profiles. There's an image of him like tripping and falling where his facial features are going everywhere.
Yeah, the
I was like, I don't want those. I knew I wanted the white gloves. And and again, this was in my brainchild around the same time. This was one of my brainchildren around the same time as Fine Drainer Goldblum. And so as a reference to the art department, I gave them Mr. DNA from Jurassic Park. And then like, this is like what I'm thinking in terms of style and like face.
Yeah.
But alongside that, I also gave them this drawing.
It's atrocious. Let me just hang on. Let me just find a way to make that bigger because that's really something. Just a second.
It really is.
Just a second. Here it is. Hold on. I gotta add your source to a new.
It's actually
scene.
It's actually added. It's on the back of the other drawing we just showed. If you look through the paper, you can see rotating. You can see it bleeding through my original concept for Mixtaper versus Captain Spin.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, Felix. That was the concept sketch. But again, you can see the resemblance from. Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
I know my limitations. I'm an ideas guy, and that's it.
Oh, it's there. You can see it a little better. It's really something.
Yeah. So you can kind of see off to the left of him Mixtaper shining through, and off to the right of him some of the thrown mixtapes bleeding through. It
is, Greg. Yeah, the good ideas. He's an idea guy, and he's always said he's an idea guy.
Yep. Welcome back for good. We're showing off my awful art concept ideas.
Yeah, and we're doing that. We've got other ideas too that aren't just awful art. We've had all kinds of fun stuff. What else?
We really have.
It's been a lot of fun. The rare spinnies. We gotta provide you spinnies with at least 1 or 2 rare spinnies. Which honestly, they could all become emotes once we affiliate. Once we hit that point.
I made this as well.
We got a good spinny slipping on a carrot.
Which I love.
He's just running from something. He's running from Connor's bad scores.
It's a story in a couple parts too, because the next image, or one of the next images, is the aftermath of the fall.
He runs on the carrot, and the aftermath of the fall looks about like this. He splats.
We're getting a real good use out of that transition.
I love the transition.
Sometimes you can see his face goes everywhere because it's not actually attached to his body.
Yep, splats flat. That is the fallen Spinny. Good stuff. I just love spinning. He's one of the things you surprised me with, actually.
It was one of the few things I didn't surprise you with on the episode, though, because typically I will commission these things and hold them until the episode and get his live reaction. But this was so critical to me that I was like, this is going to be our mascot. I want his approval of it before the episode. And so I did surprise him with it. I was like, I've got something you're going to love. And I showed it to him, and then we did make final tweaks. There's a lot of versions of him. We need definitive answers in the chat.
You say that's gold? That's not gold.
That's not gold.
You know what's gold?
What's gold?
This Spin It award is gold. It's still in progress. We have this Spinny is gold, but we have a trophy case section of our website in progress for all of these Spin It awards that we give out. Right? We give out the most repetitive album award, or the best song, or the weirdest title, or whatever. Oh, yeah, this is one we should talk about, too. So what Connor's got right here, this is what he described in episode 13.
I've ever made.
He made it during an episode.
I did.
Like, as we were recording, he was making this. And he told me about it, sent it to me. And, it was just... It was insane. And I looked at it, and I was like, what are you doing? And he said, can you just please make a better one? And I was like, no, I don't want to make a better one, because what?
Well, you did.
But I did.
Or did we use this one?
No, we didn't use that one. I spruced it up a little bit, and it changed from that thing that Connor made, that little flat-looking piece of bread. I made it look good. It's dumb, but it looks good.
He couldn't resist. Again, I knew he couldn't resist. He would never allow himself to put my version out. And so I knew he wouldn't be able to resist making his own.
Oh, it's sad, but it's true. It's sad, but it's true.
I've known you long enough. We've been friends too long for me not to know how to get you to do what I want.
Yeah, if you're going to do something dumb, do it good. Remember, 3 cheeks. We're 3 cheeking it. That's what this is all about. That's why we do things like this. Carbs, my one true love. Yeah, the Baker's Dozen episode was very carby.
You don't know what I haven't tried.
That's a ridiculous phrase.
It really is.
Ugh.
It's up there with, like, know when to not.
Yeah, we've got a couple of them.
One. But yeah, I'm very excited for the because again, the Golden Spinny was something that I came up with around the time we did the Grammy winner, because I was like, we were determining what we felt about the Grammy winner, and we had all these other awards. I was like, we need a trophy we can give out that's better than the Grammy. So I was like, I sent a picture of the Grammy trophy. He said, can you make us a version of this but with Spinny?
And we did.
That's sure what we got.
Sure enough, we have a Grammy trophy now. So,
it's great. I love our art department. I love how creative they are and how tolerant they are of my crazy ideas.
That's true.
Yeah. I can't believe we've been going for almost 2 hours already.
I know. I feel bad because you still got an episode to edit, and so I feel like we should probably wind it down so we can get tomorrow's episode out by tomorrow or Thursday. It's you get it. Friday episode.
I get it.
I don't even know what day it is. They've all run together. Either way, I mean, what a wild time it's been. This has been so much fun. My goodness, I'm so excited we've got the Twitch is launched now.
I have 2 last things to say.
2 last things to say.
And then we can end.
Okay.
The first one is going back to Spinny because we got distracted by Golden Spinny.
Yeah, we sure did, but it's okay.
I need the definitive answer from chat. Chat, how do we feel about the red nose on Spinny? Oh. That was very controversial when we were putting them together.
It was a tough ad. We had to do a little bit of asking, but we got the nose.
It was very controversial about how big, what color, should it be there at all.
Yeah.
It was big controversy. But I think he's perfect.
Red nose is a vibe. It's a vibe.
I agree. It's a vibe.
You have it. You heard it here first. Turds Day. Red nose is a vibe. Turds Day.
My other thing is, I think since this is it's the end of basically the end of the birthday week.
This is you're right.
That's right. It's grown on you. That's right.
Yeah, he's a grower. Not necessarily.
And so I think we should. I don't know if we have anywhere or not, but we should pick our favorite episode from year 1.
Oh, from year 1.
If you had to say, okay, somebody new, somebody jumping in for year 2 of Spin It, and only has time to go back and listen to 1 episode from year 1. What episode?
Great question. Such a good question. I used to and still really like the Nirvana episode because it was very like the pacing was good. The fast packed like it was packed full of facts, and that one was really good. But it was so early on, I think we still had a lot of, our footing to get underneath us. I'm scrolling through all the episodes and thinking now.
I know
We should put together like a starters list. If you want to just jump into the podcast, you should check out these episodes.
Check out these episodes to get all the deep lore that makes no sense that you need.
There's not that much. I mean, most of our stuff is pretty easy to pick up on.
Yeah. My favorite is whenever somebody new starts, because we blast the mixtaper everywhere. We got pictures of him. We got him everywhere. He's got his own Twitter now.
People have been legitimately confused that the mixtaper
is
how
my roommate.
Is your roommate
is who he is.
Is who he is. Yeah.
People will be like,
Dua Lipa was a good episode.
We both simultaneously promote him as the third host of the podcast that is his own entity, and lean into the bit that was established in episodes 0 and 1 at the same time. And so for people who mainly see the stuff outside the episode and haven't ever listened to an episode yet, think he's the third member, and then they jump into an episode, they're like, wait, what?
Do you know? Okay.
We're like,
So I've got a good episode in mind that's a good starting point.
I love that answer, Pei. It's the correct answer.
It's a good answer. So my pick for like a good episode maybe to jump in on, because it's not too wild, but also it's got a lot of great, ridiculous, and memorable moments. I'm going to put in a vote as a start. It's not my favorite, because I can't pick a favorite. They're all like my little 52 babies from this first year. But I'm going to put in a vote for Phil Collins, No Jacket Required, episode 38. We have a lot of cool facts. There's a gorilla involved, and a lot of movie facts, too. Phil Collins was quite an actor that nobody knew about. I like a lot of the Phil Collins facts and spins, and it's a great album. We have some good jokes that run through, and I just think it was a good atmosphere in that episode. I think that's a good point to start. And, again, if there's an album that you like from the earlier ones, John, by all means, hop on in wherever you feel led to hop on in. Each episode, we talked about this the other day. Each episode has little bits of really good stuff, as far as we're concerned. We have little gold. Oh, Aerosmith was great, too. Some iconic, like showrun iconic fact and spins in Aerosmith. The singles ones are good ones to start with. Yes. Fleetwood Mac. That is a good place to jump in. The Fleetwood Mac one is one we recorded on a mega crunch because it came out after Christmas. And so I remember either it was the start of our being behind forever or it was the end of our being ahead. And so Fleetwood Mac is like tumultuous in my head, even though it's a good episode. You did start listening before it was on Spotify. Wow. Dua, your first was Dua and you stick with it. I understand. That has been the album I've gotten the most comments on. People have said, I had no idea who Dua Lipa is, and now I listen to her and I love her. And that's the episode by far that I hear the most about. If you recognize an album, good starter. The Michael Jackson Thriller episode, that's a great episode. It's a Halloween special, so it's a little spooky. But, that's a good one too.
It's a little spooky.
You made all your facts about cults.
I did. They were all supposed to be
conspiracy theories. They're all ghosty.
I knew there was a reason the mixtaper had a conspiracy theory behind all the animals.
It's because it was Halloween.
You had to make it spooky. I forgot about that.
Connor is so proud of it. Listen, Connor's always so proud of himself. He sat here. I sat here all night and said, "I didn't do anything. I didn't do any of the work on this. I don't make any of the graphics. I have the ideas." But he's so proud of himself.
Proud of my ideas. No, legitimately though, I'm very thankful that you guys enjoy the podcast because again, I kind of go into it with, I think it's funny, and I hope other people think it's funny. But as Jen said, we kind of make it. This started as a thing we wanted to make for ourselves. Yeah. And so that's the energy I have always brought, and I'm just happy that we have found listeners who enjoy that energy enough to let me keep doing it.
It's true. It's true. I haven't had to shut him down yet, so that's nice. What about you? I need to know your pick for the episode you would say to start.
I'm working on it.
Working on it. Okay.
I asked the question and wasn't prepared to answer, so I'm looking at the list frantically.
Yeah. I also just want to, one more time, I just want to point out, this is a flipping awesome poster that I love.
It's awesome. It looks great.
It's
my first time seeing it in person, actually.
And it comes in several different sizes. Boy, is it fun. And I just...
We even denoted, is that the version? You denoted the B-sides, right?
It's got the B-sides denoted
with an asterisk.
Yeah. It's so much fun. It's so good. You're safe from smiting. You have a treaty. It makes you laugh out loud at work. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you.
Okay.
The poster will be it says limited time only, but I like it a lot, so it's gonna be there for a bit. At least we paid for it to be there for 4 months.
It'll be there for it'll be there at least until we have to pay to put it there again.
Yeah.
So here is what I've done.
What?
I agree with you. There's so many episodes have memorable moments.
It's true.
That.
Poster link there. There's a store page on spinitpod.com, but I can link it to you directly right now.
Yes, you can.
Oh, that's a girthy link.
That is a girthy link. Yeah, that link takes you to the Etsy, right? And from there, you can even get to all the other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all there. Get paid tomorrow?
Yeah, the poster's a great one. Especially because it's like it lists every episode we did in year 1, so it's a great kind of.
It's commemorative,
thing.
And there's a hoodie. Piece of merch. There's a hoodie that also has that same design on the back with all the episodes.
The poster will be significantly cheaper.
Yes.
So in
I just
classic
like the hoodie.
Connor style, I couldn't.
You picked. Did you do a top? Did you do a top 3?
I did.
Hey, we're final spinning the stream.
Yeah.
The 650 poster isn't that big. The 650 poster is smaller, but all the prices and sizes are laid out on Etsy appropriately and accordingly. So I think that one is like maybe 10 or 11 or 12 bucks. It's not so bad.
And honestly, it's crazy because a lot of my picks, I go back to some of our original episodes. I think that
they're classics.
Those ones, they're classics. They're the classics now. They're the classic Connor top 3. I went with classic episodes.
Yep.
There's some great ones, like people have said. The Rumors by Fleetwood Mac was great. I really enjoyed Montero.
But in terms of ones that
like,
I'm so proud of that.
Yeah, I was like, if you've got to go listen to some episodes, the ones I would pick in episode order.
Oh. Ooh.
Billy Joel.
Of course.
Dua Lipa.
Mm-hmm.
Aerosmith.
Nice.
I really enjoyed the Aerosmith episode. And then honorable mention goes to Thriller B-side. How can I not?
Yeah. Okay, that's a good. The classics, honestly.
And those will get you the majority of like the recurring bits as well. The mixtaper, the missing carrots, there's all sorts of.
All the merch is still up. We just launched the store, like on Monday, Sunday, Monday. The store's brand new, so everything that you see there is up. Yep. I recommend against the hat.
Yes, that will be disappearing.
The Spin It logo hat. And probably the Nugget of Teas hat.
Awesome.
The Inner Goldblum trucker cap is still on, but I'd hold against the other hats. Poster and a mug, heck yeah. You can sip your drink while you look at your wall. It'll be great. What a time. I don't know. That's what you do, right? You just admire it. That's a good top 3.
Mention Felix was the Thriller B-side.
Yeah. Sounds like a Tuesday. Awesome. Oh, so good. So good.
This has been great. I can't wait to do more of these. I said do maybe some episodes, get in here and do some one-off stuff. I'd love to do one where we just come in and you guys give us songs and we listen to them live.
That'd be fun. Lots of fun.
Talk about them. I have a lot. Again, as the ideas guy, I have a ton of ideas that James will implement for me.
No kidding.
About this stream.
So, we are just starting out. I mean, this is stream number 1. And once we get into that real affiliate push, we'll have to stream a certain number of hours and certain number of days, so we can plan around that and get some fun things going. Live reactions would be great. Yeah. Connor's frozen. Uh-oh.
What? Oh,
I think I had I had the Discord window minimized for too long. I saved him. I saved him.
That was an awful freeze frame too.
I missed the freeze frame.
That was awful.
Still classic though. Oh, well, friends, I suppose we should probably hit the raid out here. Would you guys rather watch Rocket League or Dinkum? That's my question for you. Well, thanks, John. We really appreciate that. It's always fun to meet people and just, interact and give back. It's fun.
Yeah?
You could give us all your weird singles for a live react. Rocket League? All right. Tiny needs the love. Tiny's getting the love. You're right, Pay. That's where we're headed. We're going to go do that. So I'll start up a raid. We don't have a raid message, and we don't have emotes, frankly. We don't really...
Yeah.
But here.
There's a fun spinning logo if you happen to subscribe to James's personal Twitch.
Yeah, that's true. I have the spinning spin it on my own Twitch.
Thank you, Jenny. This was so fun.
This has been a blast.
The mixtaper saying goodbye in chat.
Here, a good, suitable.
I want to get the mixtaper.
Oh my goodness.
To make some pumpernickel bread on stream.
Oh,
that's another one of my big lofty ideas. A cooking stream with the mixtaper.
There's a little keep spinning. If you don't have those emotes,
Mixtaper sent us to raw dog this stream.
Use
that
whatever
is absolutely
emotes you
not
have.
Our raid message.
It's not, no, but use whatever emotes you have. It'll be a good old time.
Oh gosh.
And
it'll be a baking / barista stream because he'll also maybe try to make his classic pumpkin spice coffee that he invented.
Yeah. But with that, I guess we're headed out. So we'll see you next time. And until
then,
do the thing. You should keep spinning.
Keep spinning.
Nice. Do we have end of stream banter? I mean, we have end of episode banter.
Do we have end of stream banter? We do have end of episode banter that we never think about ahead of time, and we also didn't think about it here.
No, I don't have any end of stream banter planned out. This is actually how it goes.
I really don't know if we're gonna get that episode recorded.
Yeah, we will.
Or edited. Sorry, we haven't recorded.
Yeah, we will. This is actually how it goes when we finish an episode chat. Is we talk like this and we go, what do we want to banter with? How do we banter?
How are we gonna fade out? And then I usually say something dumb.
Always. That's not a usually thing. It's an always thing.
Hey. Some of it's witty.
Some of it, but not enough.
Oh boy, they're definitely gonna use the raw dog one. I
no.
see a bunch of them in the chat.
No, that's no. You're making a good first impression.
I don't know what I expected, other than that. But.
All right, bye. Keep spinning.
Good, get out of here. Good. It's over. Go home.
Perfect. Hey, we did the thing.